right, my dears. Now, because I'm seeing so many new faces, well, have you been here before? I haven't necessarily seen you outside the crop hole, but oh, good. I see the king and I live below. Yes, and of course, Prince Claudio. Oh, yes, you have been, little broom. I see. Now, my dears, thank you, my darling, for making your shield in honor. Now, my darlings, before we begin this ceremony, this you must know. As guardians of the Salt Kingdom, you vow to protect all of Crobkind, to come between Crobs and harm's way. That also includes no spells that use Crobs to make them. Are you willing to make this sacrifice? Thank you, my dears. The first item you will need for the initiation is a shaker of salt. That's it. Exactly. Precisely, dears. Now, salt represents the Crob's heritage, their customs and traditions. If you promise to uphold these traditions, to value them as your own, for the Crobs are the original inhabitants of the Under, then toss in your salt shaker. Thank you, my dears. Now, the next item you will need is your personal totems. That's it, and you're already ready to go. Beautiful. Excellent, dear. Excellent. Oh, is the salt... Oh, you want them to join as well, is that it? I see, so they need to toss in the salt as well. Yes, I understand, my dear. Go ahead and toss it in for them. Thank you. Now, if they are your totem, you'll need 2. Yes. Oh, they're not your totem. I see. All right, my dears. Now, your totem, as you all know, represents you, your unique gifts and talents. You see, this is not a one-fits-all situation. If you are an artist, you bring that to our fight. If you are a skilled swordsman, you bring that to our fight, you see? So if you promise to bring your individual gifts to the Guardians of the Salt Kingdom, toss in your totem. Thank you, my dears. Now, the last item you will need, as our guardian is showing here, is your shield. Do you all know how to make a shield? All right. Now, my dear. Oh, you do. Do you know how to make a shield, my darling? So the first thing you will need is 4 onions. That's it. Now, take 1 onion and put it in your flame. And circle counterclockwise once. Perfect. Now do that with your other 3 onions. Now toss in 2 coasters. And the other 2 coasters. Now toss in both plates. Clockwise twice. And snap. On your first try. Very good, my dear. Very good. All right, my darlings. Now, in the beginning, the shield represented our commitment to non-violence. But we, as the Guardians, have seen many terrors since. We'd had to deal with a murderous cat, a giant dragoon flying the skies and eating crops. These are dangerous times, my dears. Yes, does your broom need a shield as well? Is that what you're saying? No, that's not it. I'm not sure, darling, I'm not sure. Anyhow, now, these days, the shield represents who we are as guardians, but now we bring a further commitment to the fight. Oh, I see, you lost your shield, dear. Oh, darling, no worries. Exactly. Look at that memory, darling. Well done. Oh, beautiful memory, dear. Beautiful memory. There we are. Now, if you promise to uphold all that is sacred to the Guardians, to stand between Krobs and harm's way, no matter what may come, toss in your shields. Welcome, new members, to the Guardians of the Salt Kingdom. Oh, we are so glad to have you aboard, my dears. Now, my darling, have you been here for the different attack sequence practices? You haven't? Oh, all right. Now, my dears, the first thing we must do is practice the attack sequences, for you can do these whether I am present or not. Come, let's move further away from the pit. Luckily, that dragoon creature has gone to the upper, so we shouldn't have to worry about it anytime soon. But we have to be careful. One may never know. And Stella is still roaming the desert. Yes, there we are. There we are. There you are, my dear. Here you are, darling, unless you wish to use your tiny broom as your weapon, which would be difficult, but, again, whatever you bring to the fight. There we are. Now, my dears, if you see one of our first officers or our general, the general of the Guardians is the one who carries around that little plant, if you've ever seen it. Yes, as his personal totem and his friend. I believe its name is Fuzzy. But he is our general, so if he or one of the first officers snaps his fingers and waves his hand as so, you know that that is the protection circle. And what you must do is go back to back with one another with weapons facing out. So come join me with your backs towards the center. That's it. Oop, there you are, dear. Backs to back. Excellent. So you over there facing out that way. Perfect. Facing out, facing out. All right, let's see. How is our circle? Beautiful, dears. Now look in and see what you all have done. Marvelous. There is no gaps in the circle. There's no... Because if there's a gap in the circle, someone could attack, like right here, then they can attack our friend. And we don't want that. We are only... My dear, you all right? Did you just toss in your... No, do you not wish to... Or did you lose it? You didn't lose it. You don't wish to know the protection sequences? Are you saying you're committed to the non-violent part of the Guardians? I see. Well, my dear, I certainly commend you on your bravery. I don't wish to... But well, these are dangerous times. And to be perfectly honest with you, if we had only had shields when Kit was killed by Stella, my brother, well, it certainly wouldn't have helped him, would it? But I understand that you... I just, I feel differently now, and I simply can't... Anyhow, my dears, maybe we should take up this another time. I really should be finding Claudio. I haven't seen him in a while, and I can't remember if I saw him today. Oh, my son, Claudio. Oh, are you petting me with? Oh, thank you, my dear. Yes, I must be going. I will join you all again shortly. Ta-ta for now.